gotta lay with a hoe. Why I rather go break on a hoe? There's no cow. No little double O gon' upscope. See, you wanna lay with the hoe. I don't serve any moving and breaking the hoe. Ain't no drinking Red Ross, so I'm tasting the dough. Every car that I drive got a Glock in the dough. If the knock hit the spot, then I run through the door. Get out of there quickly, that's all that I know. See, out with D50, I'm tagging his toe. And this shit that you brag on, it really be broke. When you smoking this out of this shit make you choke. If you come from the block, then I'm giving you hoes. See, I was just stuck on the boat, some nigga was broke. But I knew that I always would blow. And she played with that word, then it murdered she wrote. I get full of that perk and I fucking roll. Really thought he really was taking a pole. I'ma kidnap the judge if he go up the road. I'ma pull a take K before I turn to my song. Got a baby AK, there's a Drake on the road.
Alright y'all, what's up? Welcome to this week's video. If you guys can't already tell from the title and thumbnail, we are in Scraping the Coast, last day that we're here. Had to grab this video with Chris Musgrove. He drove his twin turbo Sierra down here, so we got to get a video on that. We're gonna grab some rollers later, but he's gonna go over everything he's got done to it. It's insanely cool. So if you guys are excited, make sure you stick around for this video. Hit that like button, push it out there, subscribe. We're trying to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Comment what you thought about his truck down below. I know a bunch of you guys have seen this truck before. I think it's about time we get a full build review on it, and let's get into it. We got kicked out of the other parking lot while Jordan was doing his video because the cop didn't like what we were doing, apparently. We're here with Chris Musgrove, owner of Wheelite Express. He's got his twin turbo GMC Sierra out here. I'm gonna let him go over everything he's got done to it. Motor last, because I know that is the main point of this truck. We're gonna go over lift, wheels, interior, everything, and then we're gonna hit the motor. What do you got, man?
Yeah, so this is my 2005 GMC Sierra. I bought this in December of 22. So I've had the truck for about a year and 6 months. I did get it stock, and the people who owned it before me were some high schoolers, so they did a lot of things to this truck that needed to be fixed.
Yeah.
We'll go over pricing. You know, I'm very transparent. I'll tell everybody what I got in the truck, but that price also reflects all of the things that I've fixed. And all of the things that I've fixed, like transmission and rear end stuff, is all gone now. Everything's completely new. For lift, it's just a 8-inch show off.
8-inch show off?
8-inch show off. Krypton after control arms. Palm joint tie rods. It's not turned up very much. I got a headlight height ticket. I mean, I'm
really
5'10".
Wow.
Yeah,
headlight ticket is kind of crazy with this. I like the way it sits though. Just big enough to fit 26 by 16s. It just looks perfect. Yeah. This is a super nice color. Do you know what powder color it is?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's super cool though.
I bought this lift for my buddy Gordon. You know, he gave me a bunch of extra powder, so I just stick with it with the engine.
Yeah. You said you had Heim joints too. Who made your Heims?
Luke Layton builds them. He's kind of just like on social media, Snapchat, Instagram,
yeah.
whatever. He doesn't have a
I've
website
talked to
yet.
Luke about him making me some because he made Carson Trules.
We're gonna get him set up with the website.
Oh yeah?
Sure.
Oh yeah?
Either that or we're gonna sell him through Wheelite Express. But I kind of want to get him set up so he can get
yeah,
out there.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
He definitely does some good work. I definitely want to get in with him.
Yeah. This is your basic 99 to 06 with your lifting wheels.
Yeah.
Like clears, chrome grille. This is a new bumper, but I didn't put the new plastics on yet because I'm doing paint last. I am not painting this truck until we're done with all the mechanical stuff.
Okay.
I do not want to scratch any paint job things.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, working on the motor, you know, we're leaning on this fender,
yeah,
it up, scratching it up, dropping tools. The wheels, KG1 Race, is the same wheel that's on the Wheelite Express logo.
Oh, it is.
It's not the same wheel. It looks like a KG1 Ray.
Oh, looks like a KG1 Ray.
Like KG1 Ray. If you're MT2s, 35s, they're not 405s. They're 35, 1650, R26. And Jordan was asking me this earlier, how much I like the tire, because people have a lot of mixed opinions about it.
Yeah.
I don't like the tread.
You don't?
I don't like how it looks. But
I've heard that a lot. They don't leak.
Never had an issue with these tires.
If y'all don't know, Jordan just got a set of these tires just like this, the MT2s. And he's saying he likes them so far. I know a bunch of people have said that they don't like this pattern. But personally, I don't mind it. But I do know a lot of people don't like the tread pattern.
Another big thing is spikes. These lift spikes, people always ask me, where'd you get them from?
Yeah.
I've heard you can get them at truck stops, but I'm not
really
certain. eBay.
eBay?
What I did is I just put a wrench on each bolt that I wanted to put a spike on, and that's how I figured out what size.
Yeah. I've heard that.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask about these.
Basic 99 to 06 stuff, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I do have switchback handles I built myself.
Okay. Let's take a look at these.
You can get all this stuff on eBay and Amazon. I'm not gonna try to sell these.
Yeah.
My buddy David Ferguson, he's the guy with the red cat eye turbo. He figured that out, and he was like, I asked him if he wanted to start selling. He was like, no, I just would rather tell people where to get it from. So it's just eBay and Amazon stuff, and then you can literally make the same thing any other lighting company makes.
What is it wired into?
It's wired to the mirrors, the turn signal's in the mirrors, and then the white is wired into my four-wheel drive, where the four-wheel drive fuse is.
Oh, okay.
The four-wheel drive is ACC on, 12 volt on with the key, so it comes out with the key. There's no color match on this truck, so like the door handle bells and stuff, that's just flat black. That's
Yeah.
just eBay. The mirrors are painted. There's no paint work on the truck other than the almost color match tail lights.
Oh yeah, this is
I
nice.
got these done a while ago.
Yeah.
And that's the color that the truck's gonna be. Interior is kind of not something I'm not really worried about yet. I'll get there. Tailgate, same thing, no color match. It's just this flat black to where it looks color matched, but it also doesn't look like the stock, you know, with the texture. But everything's powder coated, leaf springs, the towing package. This little show off hitch receiver.
Yeah.
I think the custom plate's cooler than the hitch because
Really?
in Louisiana those things are hard to get. I mean, you don't. It's not the approval process or anything, but it just takes like 9 months to get them.
9 months for
But
a
they're
tag.
metal. They're not plastic or nothing like that. I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with this truck still, like paint and stuff. Like the paint is not good at all. So like there's a lot of dents.
Everybody's got their small flaws,
Yeah,
you know.
well, the previous owner did not know what they were doing working this truck. They couldn't even do a brake job. So
Wow.
they got brake fluid all over the side of the truck. You can see this is all brake fluid.
Really?
On the side of the truck. There's a whole paint marker. Whole paint marker on this truck. Like one of those big ones from Auto.
Yeah.
Whole paint marker on this truck.
Wow. Wow, dude. That's insane.
These,
Yes.
these chrome things.
Yeah.
eBay. They're
eBay.
literally just stuck on there with tape. And the thing is, like, they sell them for like a Tahoe, so you gotta cut them. Like,
Really?
You gotta trim this right here. You would think they would sell a replacement. I guess you would call it a bezel. But they don't. It's just stuck on there. So I just got alcohol and I wiped it down with alcohol and stuck it on there and it worked. This just goes to show that I haven't done anything to the body, but original SLT badge is still on there.
Wow.
Haven't even tried to take it off. And this truck was already debadged when I got it. Maybe they didn't take that off. I don't know why. Interior is nothing special, like I said. It does have captain seats in it.
Okay.
So if you have a 1500, the captain seats come out of a short Yukon. If you have like a 2500 cab, they come out of a Yukon XL because of the bracketry. I have an ice box for my intake. I do have an air to water intake. I just stick ice in here and it keeps my intake temps cool. Pain in the ass. Wish I wouldn't have done that. But it looks, the engine bay looks so much cleaner.
Yeah.
Now we can kind of move on to the goodies. So
the goodies.
I bought one of these trucks. Okay. It was a Silverado, so it was a 99, 2500 gas.
Yeah.
So it came with a 6.0 iron block, 4L80, which is an upgraded transmission for these trucks because the 4L60s are known to go out there.
Yeah.
They're bad.
I can't stand them.
Yeah, and then a 14 bolt, so it's like a 2500 rear end. So I bought that truck, parted it out. That truck caught on fire. I got it for $100.
That's not bad at all.
I threw the rear end in this truck, didn't open it out. I opened it, changed the fluid, make sure everything was good.
Yeah.
Threw it in here, hasn't had a problem with it. Transmission 4L80. I have a triple disc Circle D 3200 triple disc with a mechanical diode for the lockup option because I didn't want to blow out transmissions. I bought whatever was the best because I did not want to be replacing transmissions. The trans was built by a family friend. His name's Harold. He runs a shop in Ruston, Louisiana. He's not a big company. Custom 5-inch drive shaft from Dynamic Drive Lines.
Is it a one piece?
It is a one piece.
Okay.
Yeah. And then with the motor, so this big pink thing in the middle, it's a Holley low ram.
Oh, it's a low ram.
Yes. With a TIC 1500 horsepower air to water intercooler between it. 1300 cc FIC injectors, dual 525 warp rolls in the fuel pump. Nick Williams 103 throttle body. It's basic cam kit, lifters, springs, push rods.
Yeah.
Bottom end's completely stock. 210,000 miles on this motor. This motor did not come out of this truck. No ring gap. I'm making 15 to 20 pounds of boost right now, depending on how my wastegates are feeling. I'm having a boost problem. But the fuel tables are holding it. It's actually pretty fat right now. Fat meaning it's rich. Which is good. You want rich. You don't want to lean it out. So
yeah.
You know, you'll torch a head or blow a head gasket out. The exhaust work, the manifolds, log manifolds, and exhaust was done by Performance Supercar in Austin, Texas. They worked with me pretty well, and they have reasonable pricing. Their work's pretty good.
It looks good. I was looking at the welds earlier.
Yeah, and the charge pipe was done by them too. Power Master 245 amp alternator with the motion right for its 3-inch pulley because this motor is spinning to about 7,000 RPM. And I didn't want to blow $400 alternators. It's not the move. New water pump because I blew one of those up already. The turbos are VS Racing 6762 cast journal bearing turbos. They are water cooled, but I don't have them hooked up. It's not required for the cast. This truck was electric fans from stock. Yeah. So I just put a Alloy Works or something like that. Yeah. 4-row radiator with their fan shroud and fans. Their fans suck. I actually locked both fans up yesterday and sprayed coolant everywhere.
I did see that at the track.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy because I'm making 15 pounds of boost, 15 to 20 on a stock 5.3. Yeah. And I lock up radiator fans. I don't lock up a bottom end, which I'm not complaining. We got the fans fixed at the track. I just put these O'Reilly with the AutoZone ones in, just your basic 12-inch fans. Yeah. And they're honestly better than the ones I have. This does have a 2-step on it. Lingenfelter LNC 2000. It's not like the MSD box. It allows me to retard the timing, so it shoots a pretty good fire. Yeah, and
shoots pretty good
as far
flames.
as motor mounts goes, I haven't actually talked about this at all yet. I forgot
Really?
about motor mounts. They are atomic fabrication motor mounts. Poly motor mounts. They're not solid, but they're poly motor mounts. So this motor's staying solid. It's not moving around. I'm not having any play in the motor. It's keeping it solid. I have a snail fabrication coolant reservoir.
Looks fancy, don't it?
Just an Amazon cash can. It does its job. I need to get a bigger one. Her on speed accumulator kit to where I can fit this turbo here without getting AC lines in the way. Grain belt because I'm a poser. I don't have a supercharger, but I have a grain belt. True Cool 40K transmission cooler. Transmission stays 160s. I mean, that's pretty cold for a transmission.
Yeah.
But I mean, I only beat on this truck. I don't really drive it easy. So 160, 170, 175 is where they want you to be at, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, too cold's not good, too hot's not good. So I mean, I'll take 160 instead of 260. Motor stays about 180, unless your radiator fans don't work.
Yeah, that'll probably change that.
A lot of people hit me up on Instagram and stuff asking like, yo, like, how can I do this to my truck? And I tell them how much it is, and they're like, they lose interest, which I feel bad for them. It doesn't need to be that expensive. Like, so like, everything you see on top of the motor right here is not necessary. This is $4,500 worth of just things that look good, other than the fuel injectors.
Yeah, it does look good. It does.
The auto body, the low ram and the tick is very unnecessary, and especially like stuff like the two-step, the snail fabrication coolant reservoir. I mean, that's a $500 coolant reservoir.
Really?
That's not necessary.
$500. Gosh.
So this truck has no vacuum or hydro or no boosted brakes at all, and no ABS delete as well. So the only thing stopping this truck's my foot. But there's a whole kit on that. You change the pedal ratio, all kinds of stuff. But it's more than safe to drive on the road. I mean, this is what drag cars use. I mean, granted, drag cars are a 3,000-pound car.
Yeah.
Maybe even less than 3,000 pounds. This is a 6,000-pound truck. So it's a little different, but I mean, it stops just fine. I mean, I don't feel nervous or worried to drive it.
Yeah.
I'm more than comfortable driving it with its brake setup. It stops fine. Another thing you don't see, look at my valve covers. There's no packs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I heard something about this earlier. Y'all talking about it.
The packs are mounted up under the doors right here.
Under the doors.
Yeah, they're under the truck right here.
Can you see them from down here?
They're right here.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of wires down there because this was a four-wheel drive truck, and all the four-wheel drive wiring is not used anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just all bundled up. I got it running.
Yeah.
And I worried about nothing else other than driving the truck. Another cool thing, I have an onboard charger on here.
Really?
Charger, yeah. I just plug this into an extension cord and I just charge my truck. This thing does run dead on me. This battery's ran dead, like flat, plenty of times. We've had to like do some crazy things to like get it to take a charge. So this battery's pretty weak.
So how much horsepower do you think you're pushing?
I've never put it on a dyno, and we'll just say it's making 15 pounds of boost because it makes anywhere from 13 to 18 depending on if my foot's on it and if it's in race mode.
Yeah.
Tow haul button's at race mode now. So the rule of thumb is every 14.9 pounds of boost to double your horsepower, and these 5.3s made 295 to the crank stock. So I should be in the 600 range, but I just tell people it's making 450 to 500 to the rear. I'm just trying to be realistic. I don't want to bloat numbers. I'm not trying to race this thing. I have raced it. I mean, just this weekend I caught my first race with the 10-speed 5.0 F-150.
Wow.
It wasn't tuned or anything. I don't think it was tuned, but I put the gap on it. Not by a lot, by a couple cars.
Yeah.
I raced the Chrysler 300, beat him no problem. I raced a Steel Body 6.7 and lost.
Wow.
I
Really?
also blew the belt off, so
yeah.
If I would have stayed in it, I would have beat him. Not by a lot, though. I wouldn't have just blown past him. Those things are scary.
I mean, for a truck, I mean, it's fast. Yeah. I mean, you can't really complain.
Another big question I get asked is if David, who's faster, David or I? David's my roommate. Red Cat with the big single turbo. David's definitely faster than me.
Really?
Yeah, we're making about the same amount of boost, and he has a built bottom end. He has a 383 stroke, the average stock 5.3. This thing's not built for boost, but it's taking.
Yeah.
I'm not spraying meth or anything like that. I'm running 93. I did put some octane booster in it because it is making so much boost and it's hot.
It is hot.
It survived scraping.
It did.
I haven't been going easy on it, but I also haven't been going super hard on it. Like, I won't just hold it to the floor for a minute.
Yeah.
I like doing small pulls with this truck. The fastest I've gotten this truck was 115.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a go fast type of guy. Whereas David, if you're racing David, he's not letting off that foot till you're done, which is scary because I've ridden him. Like, going to Texas to LST, I wanted to buy life insurance.
So do you plan on keeping the 5.3 or do you want to swap it out to something else?
No, so whenever I bought the 99 Silverado 2500, it came with the 6.0 iron block. So the 6.0 iron block sitting in my tuner shop. And once this motor goes, we'll send it off to the machine shop and we'll stroke and bore it to 408 and slap it in here. And then I don't know what it'd do. I think it would break something else because, I mean, once you start playing with the the motor, the bottom ends.
Yeah.
It's either really good or really bad, so we'll just have to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, wheel lights, rock lights, wheel light express wheel lights.
Yeah, wheel lights, rock
12
lights.
Rock lights, ultra high density wheel lights, 5 on the windshield, 20 on the windshield.
20 on the windshield.
5 all around. Roof racks that the previous owner put on there and self-tapped in, so I can't take off. I'd really like to
Oh,
take them
wow.
off.
That sucks. I do like to look up them, though.
Always
I mean-
think I want to race me.
You gonna race him?
I race.
Oh, there we go.
I don't want to race him.
I don't want to race.
Oh, I raced a 5.0 Mustang 6-speed manual, and I beat them, but I don't think they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
I think we were going 30, and they left in like third gear.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a fair race. I mean, I still won, but I mean, depending on how you want to look at that. I raced Austin too, so Austin's right there. He has a 416 in his motor. Texas speed. 416.
There they are.
We raced from roll, and he spun, and I didn't, so I won. So I mean, I count that as a win. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, as a win's a win.
Yeah.
You do have AC, don't you? I
Yeah,
do want to
still,
point
yeah,
that in.
It still is a full AC truck.
Truck.
It doesn't work like awesome. I think the problem is that this exhaust is so close to the accumulator, it keeps it warm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it worked good enough. I mean, we stayed. I don't know if I'd say cool, but I mean, we weren't killing ourselves.
It's been, this has been the hottest it's ever been, I think,
Another thing-
during the summer.
This is my transmission dipstick tube.
Oh, wow.
The reason why it's
Look
not
at
mounted up is because the exhaust is right here, and I want
Yeah.
people to get to my transmission dipstick tube if I'm having issues.
Uh-huh.
So it's more of an emergency thing, and if people call me out for it, I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is definitely is cool.
It's crazy because someone, if like there was a SEMA truck right here, people would look at the SEMA truck, oh, it's cool, and then stand here and just stare at this.
You see SEMA trucks. You don't see twin turbo GMC Sierras on 9-inch lifts and 26x16s, you know.
Oh, there's 2-inch spacers on there too.
2-inch spacers too. This thing is wide. Does it spin when you get on it?
Yeah, it'll spin the rear tires. You can see I've been chopping the rear tires a little bit.
Really?
I'm starting to cut an edge a little bit. I don't know if you can tell.
Oh yeah, I see a little bit. Yeah.
It's, I'm obviously not just spinning the hell out of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I know for sure I did one burnout. Well, not a burnout, but I kind of left the light pretty hard.
Mhm.
It spun them, it like smoked. But the majority of this is just from doing pulls. It's these tires are. Fury doesn't make a very good tire as far as compound goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're very popular.
They are.
I got them because I knew they weren't leaking, and I didn't like the Turos. Not a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I do like the Turos. I think I want to get some eventually when I work up enough money to get one of these.
Yeah, this is my truck.
This
If
is
you
it.
guys like it, good. If you don't, it's okay.
If you like it, drop a like, drop a comment, tell them what you thought about it. Of
Yeah,
course.
let me know what you think. If I'm sure there's people out there that know way more about this than me. There's people that know way less. If you
Mhm.
see something that's done wrong or that's something that I should change, let me know. I would love to hear, everyone's input, because I mean that's how I built this truck.
Yeah.
From David. David's the one who inspired me with the single turbo cat eye. Austin, because he's a mechanic. He has a speed shop in Monroe, Louisiana.
Mhm.
A lot of YouTube videos. I mean, like I didn't know what I was doing when I got into this, so I
Mhm.
figured it out on my own. And if you all see something that should be changed, let me know. I don't think I'm missing anything.
I think this has definitely been a great video. I'm gonna put his socials right here if y'all want to go follow him. You want to shout out Wheel Light Express?
Sure. Wheel Express, Wheel Lights.
If you guys want any wheel lights, rock lights, anything like that, if you even want a Wheel Light Express sticker. So I guess this will be the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you do drop a like, push it out there, subscribe, trying to hit 8,000 before the end of this month. Make sure y'all drop a comment. Don't know when this video is coming out compared to all the other scraping videos, but make sure to look out next week for another video. Any final words to the people? Life advice, anything?
Life advice.
Yeah.
Quit your job and I don't know.
Quit your job.
Stop hitting fent cars.
Stop
No
hitting
more
fent.
fent cars.
No more fentanyl. Just quit your job and don't hit fent. All right, we'll see you guys next week.